Hey, Stefan, here we are
Hey
from
Heidi.
from Berlin, and I am in Rotterdam, and I want to introduce. Well, this is unprepared. We just had the idea that you will play us some music from your new CD that will be published. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know when, but you maybe can tell a bit more about it than I can.
So I think the sound work is done. The track listing is almost done. And I only have to do the work with the administration. This means GEMA in Germany to declare that I want to produce the CD and then pay in advance. But yeah, it's coming slowly. And this week it should be finished.
And
But it's a
it's
real existing CD that I can ship by mail. It's no
yes.
downloads yet.
And it is what's
Original.
it what's the title?
The title is Roffaswing Volume 13. It's number 13, and you know 13 is a lucky number.
Yeah, that's my favorite number. You know I was born on number 13,
Oh, okay.
so it has to be my lucky number.
And
But by
nice thing.
coincidence, a Balboa dancer just asked me, Mark from Utrecht.
Yeah.
It's Utrecht, but he's teaching and dancing often in Rotterdam. He just asked me about the band camp that had a good, I don't know, on the first Friday of the month. If you order from bands on Bandcamp, they get the whole 100% of the sales. Instead of Bandcamp
Yeah.
getting so much percentage, they will get 100% this special day. And he asked me, "Oh, can you recommend me some, some music?"
Yeah.
I will recommend him that there's a Balboa CD coming
Okay.
because he was asking especially for it's swing music. It's also great for Lindy Hop if you can keep up with the tempo. But let's call it. This is specifically nice for Balboa dancers.
And the funny thing is, here is the record, the opening song of the CD.
Can you?
And
Can you? It's
it is called
make believe.
Ballroom.
Make believe ballroom. Wasn't that the what was it? The DJ? What was his name? The first DJ that had a program that was called like that.
Yes, and it was Band of Merle Pitt playing, and they were in the studio and giving dancing lessons and
Also,
inviting the biggest dance bands on records. And they told the people, stay at home, like Corona, stay at home and just dance at home. It's
so
only a small room, it's a make-believe ballroom.
so it's
So that's why the song is called
perfect. It's perfectly
Let's Dance.
fitting.
Let's Dance, a make-believe ballroom. And the most interesting thing for you, Heidi, is the band that is playing is Bobby Martin and his all-star orchestra. So we have Kaiser Marshall on drums and
Yes.
Bobby Martin playing on trumpet. And this record was recorded in Hilversum
Go
just
figure.
one week,
Really.
one week before the famous Mephisto Club on
Oh,
11th of May 1938 in Rotterdam burned down during the night.
I
And this
know.
is the band from the Mephisto Club. So you see, it's really a Rotterdam CD.
I have
It's
a.
the first song.
It's yeah, that's great. I have a picture of the. Let me see where. I will grab a picture of the Mephisto Club. Do you have a moment?
Yes, of course.
Or maybe you can already play the music, this song. Can you play it a bit so we can hear it from
Yeah.
your maybe from your laptop from because
Okay.
I know you have it also digitally
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it will be put on the
Yeah,
CD.
yeah.
It's a
Uh,
lovely song. I was like, I heard it before and I was like, now I really miss dancing.
okay. So I wonder if this works technically
Yeah,
because now I have to go
we'll,
on share screen, ah,
and then share audio.
computer tone, computer tone,
So you see, we're still testing
and
this.
Sie geben den Computerton frei. That
Yeah,
sounds good.
it says share.
Let's dance in my hallroom. It's the make-believe ballroom. Let's dance, let's dance. It's double our chances. I can see in your glances. Romance. For while we swing and the band play, music has its charm. You grow tender, sweet, and tender in my willing arms. Let's dance. only a small room. It's the Never Ballroom. Jazz dance.
Thank you. I love that song. Can you tell the name again?
Let's Dance, a make-believe ballroom.
By?
Bobby Martin and his all-star orchestra.
It's great. I think it shows it in the wrong way, right? You
No,
see,
it's nice.
you see the mirror image?
Yeah. No, I see the regular image. It's perfect.
Ah, okay.
Opening.
Because this is like there was their logo. They had like a devil,
Yeah.
and this is the personnel. This is the staff. It was called Negro Palace.
Yeah.
You had, I think, in Amsterdam also, because in Holland, they said it's American, and a real jazz was played by American black people. That was the real jazz. So that would take people from our colonies, like the Antilles or Suriname, that were not American at all, but they could be American. They looked like real.
Pretend being American.
Yeah, that's why you would call it Negro Club. Of course, that's problematic. We wouldn't do that anymore these days, but that was the thing. So, like in Rotterdam, we had the famous trumpet player, Teddy Cotton, which was his real name was Theodore Cantor. So, it's also, that's already tricky because these names come from slavery times. That's also a whole issue. Dutch names we have in the colonies. That's another topic we won't go into. But they would have American names to be playing in these clubs, to have real jazz.
For modern dance music, you needed those names because Fritz Lehmann and sein Orchester sounds horrible, but Fred Bird and his Salon Symphonic Jazz Band sound perfect.
Exactly. That's yeah. What was the name? Teddy Cotton was Theodore Cantor, and you had the other one. I can't remember.
On the CD, you will find a very nice slower song called Backdoor Drag by Jack Kluger. And
who's
Jack
that?
Kluger is Belgian, and this is not really the smartest jazz name. So Jack Kluger became Jay Clever. That's smart. You see, there's so many funny things going on in jazz and in swing music. And it's very interesting because the decoration you show with this devil mouth opening, it's really hell. It's hot jazz. It's Hellzapoppin. And you know, in Berlin, in the late 20s, we had a nightclub called Himmel und Hölle, Heaven and Hell.
It's the same
And
idea.
it was on 2 stores. So basement, you had the hell, and on top was the heaven.
Where was the best music? In the hell?
I imagine in hell.
I think so too. Oh, that's awesome. I think, I want a club like that. When we are able to dance in future again. Actually, I proposed making this maybe for a Roffaswing event to make this out of
And
pick up.
people have to get in through the mouth.
Yeah. You know, like at Harbor Hop, we had like photo booths. This
Yeah,
would be the perfect, this big
yeah,
devil.
yeah, nice.
So this burned down. It was open only for a very short while.
4 years only, yeah.
Yeah.
After
Uh,
4 years, called Mephisto, it was burned down at night with electrical issues, it seems.
that happened more often. I think it wasn't that
Yeah,
safe back in the day. I
yeah.
like it actually that there is an accordion on it,
Yeah,
which for me is also quite a European thing. There is
yeah.
accordion in American jazz, but not so much. I think it's more a popular instrument
There,
maybe in Europe.
there is one song, one hot jazz song, Gene Carter's played it, and there's a Duke Ellington recording, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
brought the accordion into the black jazz. It's called Sam the Old Accordion Man, and that's really a hot jazz tune. And this accordion player made a second record with Duke Ellington, but that's it. So accordion in jazz is not really wanted. It's more a polka instrument, so it fits into Lawrence Welk and his champagne music, for example.
And
But not for
Duke,
us indie hoppers.
Duke Ellington has a few recordings with it,
Yeah.
and Benny Goodman as
Double check
well.
from double
Yeah,
check,
yeah.
for example.
I just helped crowdfunding the CD of the Blue Mockingbirds. I think they're from Brussels, and they play Double Check Stomp, and I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah, this is so good.
yeah,
And you also have Accordion Joe,
yeah,
also a nice song.
yeah.
And Benny Goodman also has some recordings with
Ah, okay.
accordion.
Yeah, yeah.
That's later, I think, from the 40s. So I really like it. But there's a lot of stuff in European,
Yeah, of course. We had these
close
famous
to
Belgian,
the whole.
Belgian musicians, Husviseur, for example, was
Exactly,
that kind of
close to
stuff.
the Manouche
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. And Albert Vossen in Germany was very jazzy too. So he didn't play accordion, he played jazz harmonica. He made the difference.
So we're getting really nerdy here now. Do you
Yeah.
have another song from the album to play?
Oh yeah, of
Just
course.
another taster.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, let me check. Um,
It would be great when it comes out that we can make some promo motion for it so people can
oh,
order it
I'd
and
love to.
get mail because we cannot even go to an event and buy it from you, but the mail is still working
Yeah, of course.
and it's safe. So order
Yeah.
it and
Oh,
get
oh,
some mail in your mailbox, some proper
I
mail.
was,
It's nicer than some digital download.
yeah. Oh, I'm just looking for the folder. It's really not so easy, but I could open iTunes. This makes it easier.
Yeah.
And then I hopefully will find it. Yes, here we go. So what would you like to hear? An American classic or a German version of a classic song that's very different from what we are used to?
Oh,
So maybe I go back to
maybe something we don't know that well yet. It's more
Intro.
exciting. And I have to say that all these songs come from your own collection.
Oh yes, it's all
And you can
from
see it in the background. That's part of your
Ah,
huge collection.
yeah, yeah.
So people have an idea. Everything's coming from 78s, which are records from Shellac. Then there's only one song on each side.
Yeah.
I mean, I noticed that some younger people that grew up with CDs, they know vinyl and they mostly know LPs, and there's a lot of songs on it. And you have the smaller ones, the singles, the 45s. That has one song on each side, and these were like the 45s from the original swing era.
Yeah.
It's a big record, 10-inch, and there's only one song on each side, and that's why the sound quality is so good.
And now we take Bildschirm freigeben. And
Sound.
is it coming?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I will pick up a record and show you how the label looks. Yeah. The most funny thing,
Pennsylvania, 6-5. What was it?
5,000. I heard the music as a feedback coming back through your microphone to me because I didn't hear my own music. I don't know how this technique works.
Sorry, I heard it very well, and I wondered if I should have muted myself. Maybe that would help.
No, then I would just have the bar going on to see it's still 15 seconds. It's very bizarre. This technical issue is not working like my wind-up Victrola. I prefer my wind-up Victrola. It's so easy.
Analog for the win.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Telephone. This is like a song about telephones, but it's like so stupid. You know, you would dial up or even call an operator.
Yeah.
And ask for connect me to this number.
Yeah.
So that was great. It was from 1945.
44, yeah.
44. I saw. Okay. And it was recorded where?
In Prague. It's a German band that was stationed in Prague for broadcast.
Oh, that's interesting.
Bizarre. It's recorded in April 1944.
Really?
Very strange, yeah.
Oh, that was like just before the end of the war.
Yeah.
That is so weird. If you just imagine that.
The most strange recording I have in my collection is a record that was taken after a magnetic tape. So they were tape recording at that time already. And it's just like a ballet music, pseudo-classical ballet music, a waltz, very Mary Wickman, Palooka, don't know what, expressionist ballet music, pretending being something serious. It's called Elfenreigen, so the dance of the elves. Mm-hmm. It's recorded on 19th of April 1945 in Berlin.
Oh, that's also weird.
And this is completely sick because on 20th of April, the ring of the Russian army was closed around Berlin. And 2 weeks later, war was over in Germany. So this is the very last recording I own that was made for broadcast.
under the Nazi regime.
And it's
Ah, that's so.
I
It's
get good pimples when I think of this because
yeah.
they play this trivial music with a little bit of Wagner-esque, don't know, glorifications.
Something with elves. Oh God.
And it's so bizarre because the world was burning. The city got bombed in a minute. Every minute there were bombs and grenades coming to Berlin. And it's like,
So I don't know if is that an English word? It's perverse.
yeah,
It's perverse.
yeah, pervert, I think.
Pervert.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
there. It's
yeah,
really.
yeah. Very strange. But also I have the first recording that was made after the war. And it's Evelyn Könnecke with the RBT Orchestra singing Yes, My Darling Daughter. And that's a very beautiful one. And it was made in July 1945. So it was only 6 weeks of interruption. And then they recorded again.
It's
Like,
crazy. It's crazy times.
yes, completely.
Oh.
So one record from August 1945 is on the CD too. It's this beautiful Harlem Swing that was composed by Fat Kendricks and Guus de Loof, two Berlin composers. And it's the Radio Berlin Dance Orchestra playing. The sound quality is not the ideal one. There's other recordings that are even easier to restore and digitize, but I think it's even from the historical aspect, so fantastic.
Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe we can play it and we'll end this conversation. This would be maybe a great end of
The Harlem Swing.
of this little first talk about
Yeah,
music.
yeah, okay.
I
So
love that. I love that song.
I will go back to Bildschirm freigeben. And this means Computerton freigeben. Advanced settings.
Let's see.
Computerton freigeben.
I will mute myself. So.
And Bildschirm freigeben. And now it should be probably coming. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, I hate it. Okay.
Yeah, you share the whole screen now, but never mind.
Okay, it didn't
We,
work. It didn't
no,
work the way I wanted it to work, but anyway.
but we heard the music and it was lovely. I really like it. It's a bit dark and it
Yeah,
reminds me of Berlin dancing nights.
yeah, somehow it
It,
does. So this is really
it's
a
but
beautiful label.
it's perfect. I really like it. It's like you say, it's not the quality, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I would play
Yeah.
it. I
Okay.
would play it.
I'll try
So
to get the most of it to make it
people
nice.
could already send you an email, right? And order it, like
Yeah,
pre-order it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So they
yeah.
should do it.
So
Okay.
you can reach me through swingtime.de. That's my homepage, and there's a link to send
Yeah,
an email.
people can find you. Even they can contact either of us or Roffaswing or
Yeah,
whatever.
okay. Yeah,
Lines are
lovely.
short. They should.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you
Oh,
so much. Yeah.
I shall bring one little thing. I should show you the cover of the CD, the coming cover.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you have a print. Ta-da! I've seen it. Look, I like that. I really like that picture.
That's the news poster.
Number 13. I like the number 13, which is
Yeah,
great.
the new posture to experience a real A shape.
That's out of fashion, but that's I learned when I learned Balboa, it was still a thing. Like
Yeah,
10 years ago, it was a lot of A-shaped
leading
kind of
in.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I like it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's funny.
yeah.
Well, thank you for this
Thank you.
little interview.
Improvised
We
interview.
pre-recorded it just to test it, and we will review it, and maybe we'll send it to everybody who
Small
wants to
parts of
see it.
not the whole thing, but small parts of it.
Let's see what we can
Because
do
I didn't
with it.
prepare. Otherwise, I would have shown photos of the bands and so on.
Oh, we can do this again. This was a good test run. So by any means, I will stop the recording and
Yeah.
we will chat a bit about it. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
If my heart